What's up? What's up? What's up? Lace Hatcher, what's up, champ? What's good? Let's talk about these fights over this weekend. And something that is very evident to me right now. Something that's extremely evident. That's unfortunately, I see now that's really reduced the level of boxing that we're getting at the pro level. You didn't see him, Lace? You watched the UFC? Yeah. That's what's up. Who fought last night? Who fought on the UFC? That big African. That ain't telling me much. I know, man. So you didn't watch none of the fights, Francis, and man, I think it's evident with the Charlos. Um, Not necessarily with Andrade, but Charlo, again, he needed a longer amateur career. Hit the like button on the way to the building. A lot of these fighters that have belts, just using both of Charlos as an example, their lack or of amateur experience really shows in their professional fights. And Charlo, he may be big, he may be strong. Yeah, but there's a lot of experience you get through experience. It's a lot of lessons and skills you develop with experience. Like they say, experience is the best teacher. And Charlo did some good things. Adams did some good things. Same with Hurd. Yep. Same with Hurd. But a lack of amateur fights and a short amateur career really shows heavily right now in the sport of boxing. Having fighters with lack of amateur experience really is showing in the sport of boxing. That's why it's also one of the reasons why it's hard to build up these fighters. Kind of same with, no, I think AJ was able to go against the grain. AJ was able to, maybe he picked he was in a division where it didn't come back and haunt him until now. But AJ was still able to he is a little bit, slightly in that scenario as well. But by him coming out blazing and doing what he did and got to the level he did, he kind of was one of the very few that that was able to overcome a very little amateur experience, in my opinion. AJ's in that a little bit now, but AJ can come back from that. These guys ain't even. He did it in 22 fights, right? 23. These guys are still got these fights and still can't get up. Yeah. Oh, asking his coach, what do I do? Yeah. And not properly being prepared for a fight. So many different things. There's so many different things that went on inside that with that fight again. no conspiracy things. But there was so many ebb and flows. You know what I mean? That fight originally won on April 13th, get pushed back to June the 1st. First fighter, boom, done. One Ortiz, boom, done. Last minute, he picked a fighter that was perhaps better than him, AJ did. As far as, he picked a fighter who had more experience than him, twice as much experience than him. So I give AJ props for that. Toby Bartley, what's up, brother? Just, what's up? So what you think, Toby, what you think of the fights? Did you watch them? I think Charlo, man, is not ready. Charlo is not ready for a Canelo. I don't think he's ready for Andrade. He doesn't have, Charlo really doesn't, when you see a lot of these fighters, they lack a true identity, in my opinion. A lot of the fighters right now lack identity. Like a true bread and butter, a true forte. You know what I mean? Bread and butter as far as they go-to punch. You know what I mean? That gets them out of trouble every time. A lot of fighters don't have that. What you think of the Charlo fight, Toby? How many people was Demetrius Andrade fight? What you think of the Demetrius Andrade fight too? It could have been better. Of course, we would like to see Sulecki is a fighter who definitely knows how to fight, and he gave Demetrius Andrade good movement. Sulecki is a fighter who had great movement. I see now. He's a fighter that has skills. He got skills, and Demetrius Andrade couldn't just put that serious ass jab on his ass as easy as he want and as easy as he liked. Sulecki had good movement. He had great head movement. Sulecki was a hell of a fighter who only had one loss, and it really showed. You know. Adams had a very good chin. Adams gave him some hard body punches too that I think that Charlo didn't like. You know what I'm saying? And he get good movement. Even with Adams, it seemed like Adams didn't know how to. What's up, Lock Dog? Money Green, what's up? Canelo is, yeah. Canelo's being Canelo, man. Hey, I didn't say enough about Canelo. I ain't gonna dog Canelo. Hey, if you dog Canelo, you a channel, you dog Canelo, it's not gonna look good for your. It's not gonna look good for your stats. I know that shit. I can tell you that firsthand. They're gonna protect. Hey, they protect. They're gonna protect their shit. They gotta protect their prize, you know, frontmen right now. So I ain't even gonna dog Canelo. But everybody know I'm critical of Canelo, big time. It won't set you free if them motherfuckers controlling who the truth is getting out to. If they control who the truth is getting out to, or controlling your channel, so the truth don't get out, then you gotta be, you know, yeah, you gotta be a good boy. But hey, just watch previous videos. Watch my previous videos. I ain't never held back. They're all in there. Go back the last fucking month. Kamar Lewis, what's up? Yeah. I gotta be a good lad. See, Toby Barty called me a boy. Be a good boy. That's right. That's right. I gotta be a good boy for Canelo. But anyway, yo, Charlo was not ready for Canelo anyway. Charlo doesn't know how to set up his shots. He doesn't have movement. He doesn't know how to really dictate or be the ring general in a fight. Charlo really doesn't know how to do that. Adams was really the ring general in the fight. Charlo may have been coming forward, but don't think just because a fighter's coming forward, all the time means he's dictating the pace. You have fighters who he might want him to come. Brandon's want him to come. Charlo wanted to come to him. So Brandon, and make it easier, Brandon was trying to get inside, but Brandon Adams, who lacked a lot of amateur pedigree, didn't jab. He didn't jab to get inside much. Even you're the shorter fighter, you still can have an effective jab against a taller fighter. And this is what a lot of, I think, fighters don't have, man. An amateur pedigree where they go and learn through those things through 150 amateur fights. A lot of these guys don't have amateur experience. And it's affecting them at the professional level. And it's affecting the level of fights we're seeing. Competitive fights we're seeing as fans. Yeah, you'll see Canelo doing more of the movement in that fight probably. Charlo will try to use the size to dominate Canelo. And you'll see Canelo slip. You know what I'm saying? He'll do inside slips, catch and throws. Canelo got all that in his arsenal. Charlo don't. Charlo be getting leather. Charlo, like Korobov was banging Charlo. Korobov, a fighter his size. Charlo didn't know what to do with Korobov because Charlo don't got the experience. Yeah, Demetrius Andrade is the one. No, you're all right, Toby. That's what I was. You be a good boy. I ain't saying shit about Canelo. I'm gonna be a good boy. You was right. I was just like, that boy fucking me, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing sensitive. I mean, it's not like in my feelings and shit. What you say? You saw Charlo do what? Yeah, I think Andrade can beat all of them. Why? Sulecki does something that, in my opinion, from what I see now, Sulecki does something better than Canelo, Charlo, and Triple G, and that's move. Sulecki has better feet than all three of them. Tell me your opinion. Sulecki got better feet than Charlo, Triple G, and definitely Canelo. But Canelo, even though he does have the kickstand leg, he can still, his head movement. You know what I mean? Canelo can do subtle movements to give you serious problems and make you miss. Canelo can see a punch coming from a mile away. So you got to be on Canelo's level. And Charlo's, they load up. You know what they're going to do. Charlo is not creative, Jamal, last night. He's not creative at all. He thinking use his size to impose. And that is not going to beat a fight or win a fight against a Triple G, Andrade, or Canelo. Charlo is lacking so much. And it's because he don't have the... Even with Canelo getting like 30, even if first 35 fights Canelo got in the Mexican circuit, all that shit still was experience that he got. These cats, Charlos and Adams look good. He's fight. But these guys experience. This is why Lomachenko can look spectacular in fights. Shit, you got 200, 300 fucking amateur fights. He learned everything before he became pro. So pro is showcasing what he got. Though he stayed in amateurs too long, and should have became pro much earlier, and I think he would have a better career, but I think that's what happened. Yeah, Canelo throws a lot of unbalanced punches sometimes. Canelo can throw a lot of punches from great angles. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying abilities of Canelo. But one thing I think is overrated and why Andrade would get him because of his size, because I don't think Canelo will be able to dodge and get out of that fucking jab that Andrade will put on him. And I don't think he has the movement. He needs to get that knee fixed. But Triple G, who do good head movement, will be right there for the jab with Andrade. Sulecki wasn't standing right there front and center for Andrade to put that motherfucking hard-ass jab on him. And you got to give credit to Sulecki. Sulecki is a good fighter. People want to say he's B-level and all that. Nah. Sulecki's not B-level. Sulecki's on the A tier, in my opinion, for what I've seen, for what I see now. You know, and he had Boo Boo coming in there with some wild punches. Boo Boo threw a lot of wild punches, like haymakers coming in there. He landed a couple of them, but Sulecki was good. Give props and respect to him. Yeah, Canelo can pick his shots better. If Andrade can pick his shots real good. Canelo can put, out of all those three, Canelo is the better combination puncher. Hands down. Canelo is the best combination puncher at 160. I don't have no problem saying that. You know what I mean? Triple G second. Andrade third. Then, you know, Charlo, if you want to give that. But Canelo is the best combination puncher at 160. I give next one to Triple G. Then Andrade, my opinions. And then, well, Charlo, he don't even throw combos. Only combo Charlo throws is jab, jab, straight right. The 1-2. How often do you see Charlo throw 3-punch, 4-punch combinations? Andrade has very good footwork. Even when Andrade missed, he still kept his distance. Man, Andre's been a problem, Kamar. You ain't lying. I only want to see the best fight the best. I only want to see the champions. I want to see unification. Again, unification trumps everything. This shit with Charlo and the WBC, Canelo and the WBC, this is like crazy. And they boost up Charlo to the WBC, I guess, regular champion. So what my question is there still going to be an interim? See, what happened right here now is you create a belt for Canelo, making him the franchise champion of WBC. You push up Charlo to being now the regular WBC 160 champion. So now, is there going to be somebody pushed into the interim WBC champion? So you're going to have a franchise champion, the regular champion, which is Charlo now, and now an interim WBC champion? What the fuck? So WBC is might start some shit where they're going to be kicking up their own fucking champions without motherfuckers fighting people. It's crazy, right? That's nuts. Man, it's ridiculous. So, but peace out, respect to Adams. He showed good grit. He got a great chin. He stayed low. He needed to work the jab more. The jab is becoming a lost art. And that's why I favor Andrade versus a lot of these fighters. The jab is the most important punch in boxing. Canelo has a good jab when he chooses to use it. If he feels like he needs to use it, Canelo has a great jab. Okay? Andrade has the best jab. Andrade has the best jab at 160. And it's a hard one. Like that Ali hard-ass jab. Like that hard-ass Larry Holmes type of jab. Although those were heavyweights, Andre has a hard jab. A good one. Popping one. And let me say one other thing. Do y'all think this snack is helping a lot of these fighters? Andre said someone's going on with his legs in our body. Look, when you forego what you always done to get your body in preparation and in shape, optimum shape for a fight, when you kick that aside and put on some new shit or try some new shit that's experimental at the same time, that shit throws off your body's synchronicity. Okay? It throws off your body's synchronicity. They got them doing this, and well, all of that throws off the body. Those supplements are going to take an effect on your body. And you don't know what that effect may be once you get into your first fight after using them. You don't know the effect, really. You know what I'm saying? It's experimentation. And that's one of the things that killed Mikey Garcia against Errol Spence. Mikey looked like a damn slug against Errol Spence. Doing that snack, all that shit. Mikey Garcia was slow as hell versus Errol Spence. Yeah, but I'm not on the steroid thing. I'm just talking about where you try to step away from what you're doing, where you've already been in your career for so many years. You know what I'm saying? You've been in your career 10 years, and you try something different in the middle of it to get your body supposedly in the top shape that somebody done sold you this idea. You know what I mean? I don't think it's beneficial. I think you stick to what your body's changing. You change your diet a little bit, but you stick to what you've been doing. Don't try this other extra shit later on in your career that will throw off your body's synchronicity. I think that's not good. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of fighters, it's not helping. Mikey Garcia, didn't look physically ready to fight Errol Spence Jr. He didn't look good in that fight. Yeah. It's like you going and, it's just like anything. It's like, okay, you go and eat, you be eating salads, eating good and everything for 3 months straight. You be eating pretty healthy. You know what I'm saying? And should I say, put it like this, you go on 10 years and you've been a pescatarian for 10 years. You've been a pescatarian for 10 years. But now, after the 10 years, you want to switch up, sample anything, because somebody told you, you know what? Eat this beef and this pork. You know what I'm saying? It give you a little bit extra this, it give you a little bit extra that. So you've been a pescatarian for 10 years, eating nothing but fish. And then over the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, now you be eating beef and pork. Because they saying this is going to help you a little bit more. You know what I mean? Extra, give you something extra, give you something better than what the pescatarian diet's been giving you the first 10 years. And so you're doing that beef and pork again for 2 or 3 weeks, all that, for a month, again in a prep for a fight. When the first 10 years, everything prep for a fight was all pescatarian diet. But then you go and then 25, 28 fights, and then for the 29th fight, you insert beef and pork now. Your body's not going to react the same. Only Mexican beef. You understand? Your body's not going to react the same. Your body's not going to digest that beef and pork. Your filtration system, it's not going to be able to handle that beef and pork like it was able to handle the pescatarian diet for the previous 10 years. So the results after that 29 fight, your body's not going to react the same because there's been a violation. There's been a change up. You know what I'm saying? You don't eat fast food, McDonald's or Burger King for 20 years, for 10 years, then all of a sudden, after 20 years, on day one, you eat you a fucking supersized shit from McDonald's. Your stomach, you're gonna feel sick. Your body ain't gonna react the same. The next day you'd be sluggish as fuck. You're gonna have the itis. And that's what it's like. I think that's my example of using what now injecting this snack thing. Now for a fighter that came up with it probably for the beginning, started their professional career and probably amateurs have been doing that. Okay, I can see that's been always in their supplement or it's been in their diet. Yeah, their bodies are just going to be used to it. But to insert that into your shit late, after you've been professional 10 years and been having certain things 10 years and think this is going to do something better for you, I think it's going to do exactly the opposite. The opposite effect happens because now there's a violation that your body is something, something foreign that's been put in your body and your body doesn't know about it. Your body's not used to it. So your body's not going to react the same because it's now a violation. It's something new. It's like, what the fuck is this going on? So all the molecules and atoms and everything that was already synchronized in your body now is throwing off. It's trying to get resynchronized because it's a new foreign object in your body that is new to, that is foreign to it. So it's not going to react the same. Your body ain't going to react the same because it's throwing your diet. You are what you eat. You are what you eat. You threw your diet for a loop. You threw your whole body for a loop once you threw something different in your body that wasn't there before. The super chat is already up. I got 2,000. I just ain't monetized my channel. I'm doing this for the love. Later on, I thought about monetizing it. You know what I mean? I thought about it a couple of times, but you know what I'm saying? I do that later, man. I thought, instead of monetizing it, I thought about putting, my, what do you call a PayPal on there or a Cash App, whatever on it. And people want to do something. But no, I do this, I do this because I like, for one, I'm learning. I'm teaching myself. I'm learning. I'm learning from you guys. You know what I mean? I can't learn from everybody who watches because everybody ain't genuine. Everybody aren't who they say they are subs. So, but I'm learning. Me doing this is perfecting my craft for something later. So, I'm learning on the job, OJT. Yeah, man. I'm thinking about doing that. Really, I'm going to get kicked off, man. I'm going to have my own podcast. I'm going to do a podcast seriously. And so my face and everything, I want to put my face up and everything, but I want to do a podcast where I'm not seeing myself because I'm not looking at the camera and reading all this shit. My mind goes somewhere else. I really can dig deep in what I'm actually saying because if I'm looking at myself, it's taken away from my visualization part of my brain, how I visualize a lot. Because I'm a visualizer, so I don't like looking at myself all the time while I'm talking. It throws me off a little bit. I need to really, my mind, I need to be really seeing what it is I'm talking. And I can do that better without actually looking at my fucking self and reading comments and shit. So a podcast is probably where I'm going to start busting up. I try to speak the truth most times. Shit, man. I wish most times, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. Come on. I speak the truth. Well, sometimes the shit I may say, I may be wrong. What's up, Brandon? I may be off, man. I'm not right all the time. I'm just speaking for what best information most of these channels, man, is talking off. I can't speak for everybody else. I can speak for Myron Magnus and Boxing Logics United. Half the channel shit we talking about is speculation. Now, speculation may turn out to be, okay, our speculations are off hunches. Now, these hunches may turn out to be correct. We can pretty much see what's going on. We can't be 100% factual, you know what I mean? Because I'm not in there, you know what I mean? But I could just go off of what we see and assume like, okay, that's probably what's going on. This was going on. But no, I try to be factual, speak the truth all the time. That's my thing. I think I'm honest to a fault. How I think Boo Boo do against Canelo, he'll jab his ass crazy. Oh, nah. You know what I'm saying? I think all my logic is right. I think my logic be right. Maybe I might be wrong. Some facts might be off here. Certain stats might be off because I didn't do the necessary research beforehand like I should have. You know what I'm saying? Because I be busy, man. I mean, I can't, a lot of these guys just sitting and breathing this shit. I can't do that. I don't have the time quite yet. Yeah, everything's opinions. But you have experienced opinions. You know what I mean? You have some opinions that are based off the experience and prognostication, using the past, okay, to see and predict what you think will happen in the future. So a lot of opinions, yeah, they're opinions, but they're opinions based off logic. So it's a difference. You have people just saying opinion and it's just coming off, you know what I mean? The thing is with this, the era we're in right now, is a lot of people debate. They want to debate and argue just to be right, not be correct. You got people who just want to debate boxing, debate whatever subject it is. And people just want to debate or go against you just to be right, just to say, I'm right, you're wrong. They're not trying to debate to be correct. Does it make sense? Right. Why you didn't fall for that LDBC thing? I was with the LDBC. I was falling with the LDBC. I ain't falling for him, but I was clicking onto him strong in the beginning. I was just I was offended because donating to particular channels. It was too particular. Everybody was Blue Blood, Fanon, and 78. I was always my opinions. I was always going against them on their channel, in a polite, respectable manner way. Like, yo, I disagree. No, no, no. When he was talking about the, Deontay Wilder and AJ, I was like, no, no, no. And then I was just, the thing is, I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Not like deep emotions, but I was offended because if I'm donating your channel, I don't want my shit to be getting blocked. My comments should not be getting blocked. Or I shouldn't be getting blocked just because I have a different opinion. Or I see things differently than whoever was on, than the person speaking. And it wasn't, let me say this first of all, most of the time, it wasn't by the person's channel it was by the people who helped them get their channel to where it's at. That's where the dictatorship is going on, or that's where the control is coming at. People are supporting the channels. You got people out there who are in the industry, so we're connected directly, indirectly, that are pushing the channels, who pushing the rhetoric that they want out there. They're pushing those channels up. But if you're not going on exactly pushing who they want you to push, blase, or saying everything in a good light, then your channel's not going to be getting pushed up. Your subs are not going to go up. And that's how it's going on. So, and that's what happened to me a little bit. But I ain't tripping. I'm still plugging. You know what I mean? Whether it's going to be 50 or once I had 99 people in my chat, I'm still going to keep plugging. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be dictated by nobody. Oh, I love how they, yeah, but you can't be creating unity amongst brothers you can't be creating unity amongst brothers. far as the LDBC. They do a lot of good shit. They say a lot of good things, but you ain't creating unity if you're going to denigrate Anthony Joshua. You ain't creating unity if you're going to boost up Spence, but kick and shit on Sean Porter and his father. That was my biggest beef. That was the main beef. Don't boost them up and then kick them down. They all were brothers. So, yeah, because at the end of the day, they are being paid. That is something collective to pay to push who's paid in for them to push. That's how that's working. So I understand, and I'm not knocking that. It's all a business. I'm not knocking them for doing what they're doing. It's a business. But don't say we for the brothers, and don't use the race card or race bait and everything when you want to push these guys, but you're kicking down this other brothers who's doing it the right way as well. Needless to say, right, Kamar? Needless to say. Or they were set up by whoever LDBC is being set up, or people who are backing them. Needless to say, right? There you go. Hit the like button, beautiful spirits, if you can. And I don't mind that. Shit, pay me and I'll boost you up too. But like I said about the when AJ, as soon as AJ lost, I put up a video respecting Andy Ruiz Jr. I ain't no sucker. Like, oh shit. And then the very next video after that, I was the first one to come out and say, yo, you lost your belts in the States, then you need to gain them in the States to Anthony Joshua. I was the first one to make the video because I made it the very next day after the fight. When he said, AJ was walking up the motherfucking, the aisle. He was walking up the aisle, leaving the ring after the fight. He was walking back to the locker room. He said, yeah, it's no good. We're going to do the rematch in UK. I heard him say that on the side. It wasn't in the camera. I heard him say that shit in the side. And so I was like, oh no. Oh no, AJ. Bro. I've been supporting you. I told him, like, I've been critical of Wilder, Big Dawson Fury, which is also a props Fury. I say he has the best boxing skill set in the heavyweight division. But I don't like how he moves certain things. So I've been critical of all of those. Motherfucking White too. AJ, I gotta be critical of you. You lost your belts in the States. You need to exercise those demons and regain them in the States. I made the first video. Everybody started bringing out videos. I'm like, good. Good. You know what I mean? Great. The point is, you can't have it. So, I had to be critical of him. And there it is. Because he showed a flaw. Now, when he showed more flaws, it's evident as far as Anthony Joshua. Even though I'm a fan, he showed more flaws. If he stick out, show more shit that's evident, or say shit that I don't like, that's like wrong, I'm gonna make a video calling him out. And I told him in that video, only champions do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect the UK to save you going home for your rematch. And it's in. Go up there, watch it. You know what I'm saying? Or any of my motherfucker got the wrench. If you got the wrench, go ahead and motherfucking share it right here. But I made it evident. Yo, bro, AJ, that fight need to be in Madison Square Garden again. Real talk. It's all about being consistent too. You know what I mean? I'm consistent. So, AJ, that means AJ is not in the top motherfucking, he ain't no longer pound for pound best in the world is. That has to be now Andy Ruiz Jr. is in now my pound for pound. Because he is a unified champion. He has 3 of the 4 belts. My thing is, you need to be undisputed to be on my pound for pound list. Or have been in the undisputed. What means had all 4 belts. If you ain't at least been undisputed in one of the belt, one of the weight classes before, or have never been undisputed, then you can't be on my pound for pound. I'm consistent with that. Or if you at least brought 3 of the 4 belts together, then you get honorable mention in there. But hey, Is anybody undisputed? Who got the most belts? Anybody got like at least 3 of the 4 belts? That's gonna be in my pound for pound. So, Usyk, Crawford definitely was in there. AJ was in there. But Usyk, Crawford was the only ones I think I put in my pound for pound list because they were undisputed at their weight classes. Gotta be consistent. I'm going for undisputed. Unification trumps everything. Real talk. I think it should only be one. There's too many belts. There only should be one champion per fucking weight class. Yeah, I can't put Loma there because Loma ain't undisputed. Can't put Canelo in there. Canelo ain't undisputed. I'm sorry. I got to keep it that way. I got to keep it that way so it can be just fair. I want undisputed champions. Wilder ain't even close to being in my pound for pound. Money Green. He ain't close to being there. He should have fought Klitschko when he had a chance. He definitely fighting Ortiz next. Ain't going to put him up there. Like I said, I try to make it. See, look, the boxing need to make things go back to making things cut and dry, and stop making so many different outs or different asterisks or what ifs for fighters to dictate who's the best. I think that's killing boxing. It needs to be more cut and dry again. It's either this or that. So that's why I had it. When boxing goes cut and dry, it's easier to differentiate and recognize bullshit from the honorable shit when it's straight up. It needs to go cut and dry. When you keep got this big ass gray area for them to play with, that's where they creating confusion, manipulation, and then we never gonna get the best fights. Terrence Crawford, Usyk. Like I said, I'm trying to keep consistency. If you've been undisputed, anybody who's been undisputed, okay, is in my or at least fought for at least unified 3 of the 4 fucking belts, then you'll get pound for pound mention. I'm keeping it straight. And I think if we all did that as fans, and did not let the media dictate to us who they think or who they choose or who is the pound for pound, and we say, look, have you been undisputed? Okay, well, you can't be in my list. If we keep it cut and dry like that and stop letting them create fantasy fucking titles, fantasy belt, fantasy clout labels like pound for pound, then we on, man. Then fights will start. It is curved back boxing to where it should be. They're having good dynamic fights against the best. Oh, I didn't say it was pound for pound. Oh, you say he's top heavyweight. No, I don't think he's top heavyweight. Andy Ruiz Jr. is the top heavyweight now. He has 3 of the 4 belts, including the IBL. Andy Ruiz Jr. is the #1 heavyweight in the world. He has the belts. He was the man who beat the man. I don't see how he leapfrogged Wilder, just like that. And he's already more popular than Wilder, just like that. That could have been Wilder if Wilder took the fight for AJ, whether it was for $15 million, no rematch clause, whatever. Wilder would then been the man. Wilder and his handlers didn't have the confidence in themselves to do it. Or they wanted to build the fucking fight up to get this whole bunch of money. If he was undisputed, Wilder would be making all the money right now. See what I'm saying? They're trying to do the back door in the long run, which is less fights and easy fights to get to the pot of gold. But now the pot of gold done went to the Mexican that deserved it, that took the fight. So now, that shit done totally eluded Wilder again. It's eluded Shelly Finkel. You don't think Al Heyman going to be milking Andy Ruiz Jr.? And now, guess what? If AJ wins the rematch, it all done left Al Heyman, Wilder, and Finkel again. Now they back at square one where they started at. And now AJ done got bigger. AJ got bigger off a loss. He fell. The strong fall just to rise again. The strong fall just to rise again. If AJ wins the rematch, he's bigger now. Don't y'all get that? More endorsements is coming now. A Hollywood story. They got to start building fights the old-fashioned way. They start building fights. They're building fights, but they're doing it through, try to do it through the media. They try to do it through beef. They try to do it through making the fans wait and wait and wait and wait. No, that's the lazy way. Build the fights up how Don King would build the fights up. The game missed Don King, y'all. For all this shit you are seeing now, Don King this and Don King that. These motherfuckers are doing the exact same thing, but they're not putting in the work, getting the connections to really, really build these fights. The PBC, with all these fighters they have, they're not building the fighters up themselves. And this is why the PBC, in my opinion, don't have one pay-per-view fighter today. Name me a fighter on the PBC that's pay-per-view worthy. They're doing something wrong then, aren't they? The PBC doesn't have one pay-per-view worthy fighter besides Mayweather, right? Because Mayweather helped build the PBC, or Al Heyman used Mayweather to build the PBC. They don't have not one pound, not one pay-per-view fighter. That's it. But he wasn't built by the PBC. Manny Pacquiao came in already a pay-per-view fighter. But name me one fighter in the PBC that got built up to pay-per-view status through the PBC alone. They don't got one. So it's something they doing wrong. And I'm just being honest as a fighter. I mean, as a person who loves pugilism, and just speaking the facts, man. Something is going wrong here. These fighters don't got, they don't bring in fighters that's already, they might have a Bronx medal, like Wilder, but they ain't coming with the fame. I don't know, man. It maybe it's just me. No, I don't think AJ is too slow. He wasn't, if he was too slow, he wouldn't have dropped him. Are we all forgetting AJ dropped him? AJ put him on his ass. So, wherever he did that was successful in doing that, don't you think he could do it again? So, yeah, I think AJ actually a very good chance in a rematch, bro. Whatever he did to put him on his ass the first time, that's one thing they can go back to the film and say, okay, what we did right there, we did correct. Now, we just gonna keep reduplicating that shit. And I see there is Ruiz, I found out after watching film and studying, but yeah, Pacquiao. No, he ain't that big draw no more. Not like much as he used to. But you still talking about somebody who is worldwide known. So he ain't just worried. You're not just, the thing with Pacquiao, you're just not worrying about the pay-per-view money from the States. Pacquiao is globally known. Pacquiao's globally known. So you're thinking about the pay-per-view from the States and in Asia. and the UK. Did you see when Pacquiao fought Broner? Did you see the influx, the internet, how high the internet activity was? I went on straight after the fight of Pacquiao and Broner, and shit, I went live. I had 12,000 views off that live. Just going live an hour after the fight. As soon as the fight was over, I went live for an hour. 12,000 views that video got directly after the fight because Pacquiao draws. And the people who was coming to the channel were people from all around the world. There's nobody in the PBC that has that. Not Spence. Unfortunately, not Porter. Who? Nobody. That's why they all want to fight Canelo. Andre don't got it, unfortunately, with the Matchroom. But Andre can get it better with the DAZN than he can with the PBC. Well, the PBC, because at least the PBC, DAZN, the Zone, and Matchroom is keeping them active where more people can get in his face. Why do they? What? 350,000 pay-per-view sales? You think it's pay-per-view fighter? That was Wilder and Fury. What did Fury numbers do on his last fight? Fury's not pay-per-view by himself. So it's not just PBC, it's top ranked too. Lomachenko ain't pay-per-view by himself. Or they would have been done it. They would have been got that money if they already were. So they're not there yet. That's why they still don't fighting for free. That's evident. That's obvious. And I would help build them up. If you had some good motherfuckers just let me say and do what the fuck I need to say. No, but they had a good crowd in there. That was a big crowd. Now everybody don't need no dance partner. That's BS. Everybody don't need a dance partner. Broner isn't worldwide big like that. But the numbers on that shit was good with Pacquiao. Broner's still like a bigger name. Because Broner fought so many people, even though he don't look great. But Broner's big, but Pacquiao's still big. He's bigger than everybody they have. Pacquiao is a veteran. He's done fought for 20 years. So he built that shit up, being on HBO all those years in those fights. He has all that shit still to do it. Briber. Pacquiao's still bigger than all of them. That's why you think they all want to fight Pacquiao. Why you think Spence begging Pacquiao for a fight? Thurman begging Pacquiao for a fight. Broner was happy as hell to get that Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? Now Broner's more known now than he was before. Pacquiao is still a big name. And the Boo Boo fight, Andre fight, and I'm going to go in 7 more minutes. Andre fight, it was a decent fight. I still think it wasn't exciting enough for him to pull Canelo in yet, or pull a Triple G in yet. You know what I mean? He won it. Andre, and just being honest, and I'm an Andre fan, he won the fight, but it wasn't quite exciting enough. It wasn't nail-biting. You know what I'm saying? The fighters who have the fighters that got these motherfuckers on their seats right now, nail-biters, that it's like, even if they fighting nobody, you like watching them fight. And that's one of them is Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has that shit. Teofimo Lopez is exciting to watch even when he's fighting somebody you don't even know who he is, because the array of punches he has, the skills set that he has, everything, he's exciting to watch. And he'll be fighting nobody that we really know of. He's exciting to watch. People are watching him pay-per-view because he's exciting. Teofimo Lopez, real talk. I love watching that motherfucker fight. Because he be piecing motherfuckers up. He pulls the trigger. He looks good doing it. Gervonta Davis too. He don't throw as many punches as Teofimo Lopez, but he looks good when he does it. There's a few other fighters. My boy, whatchamacallit, from Philly, Tevin Farmer. I like Tevin Farmer. I like watching him fight. You know what I'm saying? He looks good. Rigondeaux. Dynamic knockout last week. He was fighting toe-to-toe, something he don't do. But, again, I think these fighters, man, we need some fighters. These fighters need to get more, the fighters up and coming hope just have more amateur experience. I think a good fighter needs to get, I think a fighter to get really, have the skill set and really look good on a professional level I see right now, to give the fans what they want, they need to be building these fighters at least 100 plus amateur fight career. At least 100 plus fights. You know what I'm saying? For most of them. You know what I mean? To build up their resume, to build up their name, traveling around, you know what I'm saying? These fighters need to build up their skills. Because Charlo didn't look good. The Charlo fight don't look exciting. He don't look like that A-level talent. They could build him up. They could say this and say all that. But he's not going to be pay-per-view ready. He's not pay-per-view ready because he's not exciting to watch, Charlo. Unless he done caught you with the uppercut of a punch and knocks you out. But leading up to the knockout, before he knocks you out, Charlo is not exciting. Andrade, he had a knockdown. But I'm telling the truth. And I like Andrade. Andrade wasn't super exciting last night. He wasn't exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? And it was a sweet science. And maybe against another fighter like a Canelo or somebody else, you're right, we say styles make fights. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, we should say styles make exciting fights. Styles can make more exciting fights. Add the word exciting in there, okay? Some styles can make exciting fights. So, okay. But I agree with that saying if you say that. You know what I'm saying? Or actually the thing is, this style is all wrong. That's the saying I hate. But yeah, styles can make exciting fights. Or the fighter himself can make exciting fights. You know what I mean? A motherfucker's style. He might have to come out of his style, you know what I mean, to get to that motherfucker. But, I mean, was Sugar Ray, I go back to the Fab Four. Yeah, fists make fights. You goddamn right. Willing to throw those fists. You know what I mean? Willing to throw those bitches. That makes fights. But Hagler, Hearns, great fight. Hearns, Duran, great fight. Leonard, Hagler, great fight. Leonard, Hearns, great fight. Leonard, Duran, great fight. Those are all different type of styles, weren't they? But they were great fights. What made them great fights, and I'm going to end it with this, is that all those fighters were confident in their ability. All those fighters knew how to initiate the offense. All those fighters were skilled defensively. These fighters aren't well-rounded enough because they don't have the amateur background. These fighters don't have amateur backgrounds where they can develop their overall boxing skills, offensively and defensively, to a level where they can go in there and comfortable in any setting, fighting inside, fighting outside, no matter what. These fighters are not all around got the skills to do that. They don't. So the lack of amateur career that these professional fighters have is making poor fights. And that's what this thing was about. You know what I'm saying? This whole line. These guys have poor fights because they have very, very poor or little to no amateur experience. So they don't know how to initiate the offense. You know what I mean? They don't know how to fight on the inside. They can barely fight on set up offensive from the outside. A lot of these fighters, Charlo being the main example, don't have that shit. So the fights he in look like garbage fights. You know what I mean? And he couldn't do nothing with Korobov. He could barely do anything with Adams last night. He doesn't have the experience he needs to do it. If he catches with a good shot, like he caught Harrison, or J-Rock, get him out of there, yeah, that's great. But how long, if you go in 12 rounds, if he in a fight where he can't catch that, watching Charlo for 12 rounds is like watching paint dry. You're just sitting there waiting for her to catch a good big punch, to get lucky. But if he fighting a defensively sound fighter, or a fighter with a good chin, you're not going to be excited watching Charlo. And that's all I got to say. I just hope and like Andrade, these guys go back to the regular regimen of what they was eating and all this, and fuck all these extra supplements and go back to the hard work. See, these supplements, these motherfuckers want to take these supplements because they think it's going to get them somewhere where they can get them someplace faster with less work. You think these supplements going to get you someplace faster with less work? No, don't substitute the hard work. You feel me? That you need to put in to get in top fight shape, to do wherever to maximize your abilities in the ring for some fake supplement or some bullshit like it's going to get you there faster. It's not. It's not. Nothing substitutes hard work and training year round. Nothing substitutes that. No supplement you could take, no snack you could take can supplement that. Okay? And that's all I want to say. And no snack you could take can supplement getting the experience in. Sparring as many rounds. Experience is the best teacher. Okay? And this is Myra Magnus. You listen to a segment of Boxing Logics United, y'all. And I'm going to get up out of here. You got to swing. These fights, man. But I'm out, y'all. Catch y'all next time. Always a pleasure talking to y'all. Peace out, Lock Dog. Peace out, Kamar. Peace out, Money Green. Peace out, Toby Bartlett. Who else? Brandon Ivy. That's right. I love the sport. It's all the same, Brandon. We don't disagree. You come against me just to come against me. You one of those motherfuckers want to be right. You always trying to be correct. But no, everybody got their sides. Everybody likes who they like. You know what I mean? And like, only thing I be saying negative about any of the fighters is things I see flaws, things I see they need to work on. I just don't want, and I'm in this with this, brothers and sisters, I just don't want to see fighters. I don't want to see nobody that factor anything try to take shortcuts and shortcut themselves, cut their own legs from underneath them. If you say you love this shit, you really love it, then you gotta go above and beyond, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? To get it. Ain't no supplement gonna get it. Ain't no steroid gonna get you there. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You're gonna be exposed eventually. You're going to do something that contradicts all that shit eventually. You know what I'm saying? Just stay busy and fight, man. And work on your all-around boxing skills. Work on your jab. Don't be just going that bitch trying to just load up and look stupid. And when you can't get the guy out, you feel all disappointed. And you got people saying, oh, you failed and all this and all that. Look, everybody don't have to be a knockout. to be a good fight. You can have a great fight and there's no knockout. Look at J-Rock and motherfucking Hurd. That was an awesome fight. Was it J-Rock did some dominating shit? He looked great most of the rounds? Yeah. But it wasn't no knockout. It was a couple of knockdowns. One knockdown. You know what I'm saying? But it was a great ass fucking fight to watch. Great fight to watch. And that's all you people can ask for. You know what I'm saying? You want to see competitive. But you ain't getting it because these cats don't really have, they talk like they this and they talk like they that. But they really not that confident in their ability because they show it in the ring. They ain't willing to go in that fire. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the skills to go inside and slip punches and still get their punches in. They don't. They hold too quick. Oh man. Some of the fights today is looking just ugly. You know what I'm saying? And all for all the wrong reasons. But you still love them. Give them respect for getting in there. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they, like Charlo said after the fight, I'm getting back in the gym, work on my skills. That's the best thing the young brother can do. Get back in the gym, work on your skills. You know what I'm saying? Work on everything that you should have gained in amateurs. It goes back to that. Go back there and get everything that you should have got in your amateur career. And I'm going to end it on that one. Myron Magnus signing off.